What's going on, y'all? This is Kenny Cams, and this is a special edition of the Black Show. I'm gonna name where I was 100% wrong at. It's a couple times in sports. I have some pretty good takes. Most times it kind of lands that way. One I guess not bad take, but I want to clear up what I meant in this take. And then you could go. I'm not trying to cover it. You could go back at my Facebook, and I said this a lot. A lot of people would say this. So Caitlin Clark balled out this year. She impressed me. I didn't think she was as good as she was. I also didn't know she was 6 foot tall. That I didn't know that. I thought Caitlin Clark was a little smaller than that. But so Caitlin Clark this year averaged 18, 5, 8, and 1. That's a really good rookie season. Congratulations, Caitlin Clark. She still looks like Tina from Bob's Burgers to me. That's not a shot at it to disrespect her. That's just what she looks like to me. So I can't not say that. Like, that's funny. That's funny. Now, if you saw Tina out there getting buckets, just dropping girls with drop steps and going to the basket and yelling at people, wouldn't it be so much more hilarious? But I will admit, I was wrong on her. But I want to clarify what I kind of meant with Caitlin Clark, right? So it wasn't really the fact that Caitlin Clark wasn't a good basketball player. Caitlin Clark was obviously a good basketball player. Like, it's no anybody that took what I was saying as Caitlin Clark was a bad basketball player, you're being disingenuous and you just don't like me. Because that's not even close. It's something personal with you. That's what I realized in these the Drake conversation too. I'm like, if you're manipulating what I'm saying, you're being disingenuous. It's a personal thing where you don't, because we don't need to have this interaction. So what's the underlying issue here, fam? And that's why it's some people that, especially on Facebook, where I'm like, yeah, bro, I just won't speak to you no more, fam. I was trying to help you out. I was trying to do some other stuff. I'm like, I'm good, because something I said you took personal, my nigga, and I don't, whatever. We grown ass men. If you take something personal about talking about a musician that's rich and don't know you, you got deeper stuff that I don't want to be a part of. But they manipulated this argument to say that Caitlin Clark wasn't good. And I never said that. What my point in that whole time was, the media is trying to tell you that Caitlin Clark is the greatest women's college player ever. That's not true. That's easily not true. I can name like 5 college players that were so much better than her. So much, and had better careers. She had the scoring, and this is this society now of the statistics society that is so annoying. Everything is the person with the most stats. His numbers don't lie. Yeah, they do, bro. Numbers lie sometimes. They'll see them with people's streams. You see how that went away when people's streams start getting exposed on music? Oh, now numbers do lie, huh? And I'm not saying that she didn't score all those points. What I'm saying is, it doesn't matter. Those are like people that never played and never hoopers, never really watched the game, don't really know basketball. Maya Moore is the best Maya Moore is the best woman I've ever seen play basketball in my own eyes. No question. I heard Cynthia Cooper was cold like that too, but I didn't get to see Cynthia Cooper because she was older even when she was in the WNBA. And I was young and she was older. But I heard she was like that. But I've never seen Maya Moore, Candace Parker, and even Brittany Griner in college. You know, Brittany's a dude, so that doesn't count. But Caitlin Clark's not better than Maya Moore. I would take Maya Moore right now. I'd have shaped Maya Moore right now over Caitlin Clark in a one-on-one. I would. No, if money down, I would. So it was never that. It was never the negative part. A couple takeaways I've had from like watching the WNBA this year, though. I gave them way too much credit. Way too much credit, yo. I had checked out some WNBA games right in my life. I actually went to a Maya Moore game. We had an AAU game in Minnesota, and we had box seats to the Minnesota Lynx game. So I actually seen Maya Moore in person too. We was probably like a ninth grade. Wayne and them would know like ninth grade, eighth grade, ninth grade. Shout out to DW Wildcats, Mr. Hankins, Miss Hankins. I'm gonna get Derek on here too soon. Me and him was chopping it up. We're gonna come over here and talk about his journey. But I thought those girls were way better than they were. Now I see why Enrique begins. I was like, Enrique always been cold. So it was Enrique's senior year here. She played for Divine Savior Holy Angels. I was teaching at Riverside. They played at Riverside. It was like one of the first games of the year. And Amani Wilburn, who went to Marquette, was like Riverside star. Amani had game too. Amani could have low key, and don't knock me, my boys, but Amani probably could have started on the boys team that year. Keeping it a buck. I was more excited to go to the girls' games than the boys' games for that year. But because Man, I don't know if Man was eligible. He might have transferred by then. Was he? Man might have still been there. Shout out Man. Alondis Williams. But Enrique and Armani in that game, that I've never seen two girls really get buckets like that. And I seen like Turquoise McCain, Helen Johnson, Yoshi. Like I seen them girls hoop from being around like as a kid. But like I ain't never seen nobody get like I'm an average hooper. I'm a decent hooper for a civilian. I'm not gonna be able to compete with mofos playing overseas. None of that stuff. I'm a decent point guard for a pickup game at the park. I know my role. I'm a pass. I hit shots when I'm open. Type of deal. I wouldn't have played Enrique or Armani in a one-on-one. I would not, because they'd have both beat me. They'd have both beat me in my prime. I'm talking about bucket getters, bro. Like, go back. If you don't believe me, you can go to Wiz Sports, go back and look up, I think it was 2015. Whatever, look up Enrique's senior year at Divine Savior Holy Angels. In her game against Riverside. Look at the box of that. I saw that live. I was like, these girls different. That's why I wasn't surprised nothing they did in college. I'm not surprised that Enrique is getting buckets. But I did think the overall talent in the NBA WNBA was a lot better. And it's not really shown by Caitlin Clark. A little bit it is. It's more shown by Angel Reese, because I love Angel Reese. Love the Barbie. She's probably my favorite. It's my snoo, her and Cardoza. If you know, you know. You know what snoo is. I'm 5'9", so you know. But Angel is a hustle. Angel's essentially Dennis Rodman. But in girls basketball, nobody jumps. So imagine nobody jumps, so Dennis Rodman just get a rebound and put it back up. Angel hustles harder than everybody on the court. She plays harder. She cares more than everybody else on the court. And it shows. That's why she has 20-something rebounds in some games. My fear with Angel Reese is that Angel's going to get bored. She could make more money doing other stuff. I don't think Angel Reese is going to have a long career by choice. I think she's going to be like, I'm done with this. I'm too good to play with these girls. All I get is slander. I'm going to go be a model or something and make a bunch of money. Like, and not have to hoop every day and travel, and she could hoop in her leisure. So I don't think Angel Reese gonna have like a 10-year career. I think she's gonna have like a 3 or 4 year career. Like, I'm done with this shit. If people stay on her like that, I think Caitlin Clark's gonna play forever, because I don't know what she'll do after basketball. She's like one of those people that will fall apart at the basketball, or just going to coaching. She's gonna be a beast coach, but her players gonna hate her because she's autistic. She's on the spectrum with us. So I was wrong about Caitlin Clark, y'all. 100% wrong. Caitlin Clark's a baller. But again, I was not wrong in my statement that she was not the best women's college player of all time. That title will forever, until I see something different, go to Maya Moore. No questions asked. It's a Black Show. I'm out. Peace.